could always be the one you wanna call when it's cold outside. I will always be the one that's right here standing by your side. Let me in, oh, let me in my heart before. Let me in, oh.
Hi you guys, and welcome back to Charming Mommy Vlogs, where I am finally sitting down to film my Q&A Get to Know Me tag. This is a video I chose to do once I hit 500 subscribers. So I posted on my Facebook, maybe my Instagram, but definitely in some comments and also in the discussion board here on my YouTube channel. I asked for questions that you guys would actually want to know. Like, they could be anything serious, silly, random, anything like that, and I would answer them to the best of my ability. So if you're like me and decided to try to film a video during your child's nap time and then decided to include some deodorant, putting on some deodorant somewhere in that equation, and wound up almost putting it on your lips as lip gloss, and then luckily looking down and realizing that that's not what that was right before you put it on your lips, then you know what I'm dealing with and where I'm coming from right now. Yeah, baby girl is finally having to take her nap because it is almost 5 p.m. and she's been up since I got up way early this morning, which she is just a trooper. She loves doing whatever I do. She loves being wide awake, being a part of things, but she needs her naps. I'm gonna jump right on into the questions, so let's get started. Now, I have all of the questions that I'm going to answer, which I believe I picked 5 or 6 of the ones that I really thought would be great, and I wrote them down in this journal that I bought to kind of write down stuff for my channel in. So the first question comes from Rach X Vlogs, and she asked, if you could be any animal, what would you be and why? So for many reasons, I'm going to have to go with buffalo bison. Funny story is that I just found out after all these years, literally thinking it's called a buffalo bison since I was like 3 years old, and I just found out that buffalo bisons are actually some sort of football team. So that's hilarious. But the actual animal, the buffalo, I don't know, I've been obsessed with them ever since I saw one at Arbuckle Wilderness, and it was a drive-through safari that we went through when I was younger, and the actual bison came up, buffalo, whatever, he came up, stuck his whole head in my window and ate right out of my hand. And I've just been obsessed with them ever since because, you know, it's like this beastly mammal, more afraid of you than you are of them. I've just always been obsessed with them ever since. I've seen them on the back of nickels. You know, I would collect little statues of them. I just love buffalo bison. I love going to see them. I love collecting things with them on them. So yeah, the animal I would be a buffalo bison. They just look so unapproachable, but yet they are probably so complex and so sweet. Second question comes from Jessica Nicole Faust. I hope I said that right, girl. How are you dealing and handling toddler tantrums right now? Any tips? I'm going through that right now, and I love to hear new advice from mamas. Love you, girl. XO kisses. Love you too, girl. So my toddler is something else. My toddler will give you a run for your money, but I'm sure that's any toddler. What I do to handle her tantrums right now is pretty easy because she does understand the word no, like she showed me that, but I also don't want to wear that out. So my tips for handling a toddler tantrum, especially if they're in the range of 1-year-old, is to just basically let them know that you understand. You know, validate their feelings, their emotions, and that means a lot, even later in life. Like, you don't want your child to feel like however they're feeling doesn't matter, even though we know as adults that you really can't live life on feelings. I will stop her from doing whatever it is that I want her to stop doing, per se, by giving her something good to do that is different from whatever it is that she is throwing a tantrum about that I want her to stop. I either will entertain her enough to where she wears herself out and goes to bed at a decent hour, or what I do is basically try to calm her down enough to want to act appropriately herself. And it usually works. And then we move on. So it's like, you know, she could be screaming and I'm just trying to like assist her with how to hold her crayon or something. She just automatically thinks you're trying to take something away from her, it seems like. I don't know. You know, I'm a first-time mom. How I handle bedtime, that's another story because she'll usually just give up the tantrum after about 1 minute and go on to sleep. Because, I mean, she knows she got to go to bed sometime. Third question comes from Wife and Mama of One. Where do you see your family in 5 years? Great question, girl. I really hadn't thought that far ahead. But I would see us in a different city probably. And see myself having figured out how to homeschool my child. I also see myself just enjoying every day. Me and my husband being even more carefree and relaxed with our livelihood than we are now. Like, I think that would be amazing. Fourth question comes from Mascara to Midnight. What advice do you have for those YouTubers just starting out? Definitely start out by creating your own versions of videos that are already currently popular in search. That would be my #1 tip, but definitely don't stray from your own creativity, your own style, so that your video will be fun to watch simply because you filmed it. Fifth question comes from Mega Mom. Do you plan on having more kids? And if so, do you hope to have another girl or boy? So yes, if you guys haven't seen a vlog where we've actually mentioned anything about that recently, you might want to check out some of our previous videos. I will try to link one in the description bar below where I talk about it at least a little bit. So we decided that we do actually want more kids. We want our daughter to have a sibling in her household, and we just think it would be a great and sweet thing. We aren't particular of it being a boy or girl, but at the same time, we do have what we think is the perfect boy's name already picked out that my husband and I actually came up with together, because based on all of the wives' tale gender predictions and people saying things, we just assumed she was going to be a boy, and then she was a girl, and I was so happy. Funny story, my name was supposedly supposed to be Steven until I actually was delivered, and they were like, oh, it's a girl, Stephanie. It's definitely been a long road, but I'm just enjoying so much how interactive you all are in the comments and how supportive you all are of me, my family, and my channel. And I just want to thank you guys so much. If you are new here, I would love for you to hit that red subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a video. And I will see you in the next one, guys.